Welcome to our channel Dreamcatcher, your partner for Read Aloud stories. Today's story is about Kai Renner and the flying board. Kai Renner, a 14-year-old skateboard mechanic, stood in his gritty junkyard workshop, surrounded by rusted tools, skateboard wheels, and salvaged tech. His beat-up skateboard leaned against a cluttered workbench strewn with bolts and blueprints. Kai's body was wiry and lean, with a slight slouch from hours hunched over projects, his posture radiating a mix of teenage awkwardness and unshakable confidence. He was determined to build a flying board, and nothing could stop him. As he worked, the smell of grease and metal filled the air, and the sound of clinking tools echoed through the workshop. Kai's short, messy chestnut hair was thick and slightly curly, with greasy streaks catching the light, jutting out in chaotic spikes that defied the frayed, backward baseball cap. His nose was small and slightly upturned, with a subtle smudge of oil across the bridge, giving him a scrappy charm. Kai's eyes were a piercing hazel, flecked with gold and green, wide with restless curiosity and framed by faint shadows from late-night tinkering. He wore a faded gray hoodie with a jagged tear in the left sleeve, layered over a worn graphic tee showcasing a robot blueprint in muted blues and grays. His jeans were baggy, ripped at the knees with frayed denim threads, and his high-top sneakers, once black, now scuffed gray, were held together by a sloppy patch of silver duct tape on the right sole. A leather tool belt hung low on his narrow hips, bulging with wrenches, pliers, and coiled wire, clinking softly as he shifted. Kai's lopsided grin was wide and cocky yet warm, revealing slightly crooked front teeth, one chipped from a skateboarding wipeout. His lips chapped and curved with mischief as he dreamed of a flying board. As the sun began to set, casting a warm, golden light through the cracked workshop window, Kai finally finished his project. He stood back, admiring his work, and grinned. The flying board was ready, and Kai was eager to take it for a spin. With a thrill of excitement, he climbed onto the board and launched into the air, soaring above the junkyard workshop, the wind rushing past him, and his heart full of joy. But as he flew higher and higher, the board began to malfunction, and Kai found himself plummeting towards the ground. He tried to regain control, but it was too late. The board crashed to the earth, and Kai was thrown off, landing with a thud. Dazed and disoriented, Kai struggled to his feet, assessing the damage. The board was broken, but Kai was not. He would rebuild, and he would fly again. The question was, what would he build next? Thank you for watching the story, and your host says bye, and be hooked for more exciting Read Aloud stories from Dreamcatcher.